Hi, this is Aaron from the Jam Station with a breakdown of our lick of the week, number 7. An edgy hybrid lick mixing B minor blues with quick references to the major third and major sixth, which hint at a Mixolydian type sound. The tab is on Patreon, the audio is on Bandcamp. Remember, Patreon is currently $1 a month, so sign up now and enjoy that rate for life. Let's go, here it is. Very cool. So this lick is great in a blues rock context. Think Zepp, Aerosmith, the Black Crowes, perhaps Joe Bonamassa. Dial up a little crunch into your amp, dig in, and let the notes ring into each other. On the tab under the lick, you'll see both the B Blues and the B Mixolydian mode, which we discussed in Lick of the Week 4. To recap very briefly, the Mixolydian mode is structurally very similar to the major scale. The Mixolydian mode contains a flat 7, whereas the major scale contains a natural 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's B major. If we flatten the 7th, we get B Mixolydian. Okay? That said, this lick feels like it's more rooted in the blues scale, so let's look at that primarily and highlight any notes we add to the blues scale. So in the tab you'll see B Blues. I'm going to play it now starting from B at fret 7. Here we go. I'm sure you've played that before. Okay, the lick. I'm going to start with a common technique of playing a note and then bending straight up to that note. Jeff Beck did this a lot, okay? So I'm going to slide into the minor 7th A at fret 10 on the B string, and then I'm going to bend straight up to that note from fret 9. Okay, the slide can be a short slide or a long slide. Either way, make sure your eyes are on the destination fret and they're not following the finger up the fretboard, because that reduces the chances of you overshooting the fret. So we're bending a semitone here. Our friends in the States will call this a half step. And both of these notes are 1 beat. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. If you've mostly played in a blues pentatonic style in the past, you're probably more used to playing 2 fret bends, okay? 2 frets there. In which case it's very easy to overbend the semitone bend, okay? The half step bend, and play sharp. So if that is the case, make sure you practice playing the target note a few times, bend up to it slowly, listen to the note, arrive at the pitch, and your ears soon adapt. This note of fret 9 is the major 6th. It is actually outside of our blues scale, but because we're bending immediately out of it, it doesn't really feel like we are playing. I mean, you'll find the 6th in the Dorian, the Mixolydian. It doesn't really feel like we are doing that. It just feels like a textured way of moving into that new note, okay? So I wouldn't think of this as a Dorian phrase at this point. That's beats 1 and 2 accounted for. The next 3 beats, the next 3 consecutive beats, are straight 16th notes, which our friends in the UK will call semiquavers. So we're counting 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a... Let's split these 3 beats into mini beats, mini phrases, which we can quickly assimilate. So beat 3. Remember, we've already bent up to fret 10, and that's where we're going to start this beat. So repick that note, release the bend to fret 9, and pull off to fret 7 onto the first finger. Complete the beat by playing fret 9 on the G string. So far so good. That's beat 3, 3 and a 4 and 3 and a. Beat 4 starts on the 7th fret of the B string before you slide into a diminished 5th of the blues scale at fret 10, okay? You're not on this note for very long, and then you're sliding straight back down to fret 9 without repicking. Finish the beat with fret 7 on the G string. Okay, you can either pull off or pick that. Let's loop that to the click. This is 60 BPM. 3E and a 4 and. You get the idea. Loop it, muscle memory. Let's join beats 3 and 4 together, paying attention to the bend and the slide, stay in time, use the click. 1, 2, 1, 2, and sharpen my bend there. Beat 1 of bar 2 starts with a roll at fret 9 using the 3rd finger. So I'm actually going to start with the flat of the finger on the G string. So not on the tip, you've got nowhere to roll. Start with the flat, roll onto the D string. Flat, tip, flat, tip. Okay, if you're getting any noise, mute down here slightly. Get the idea. Okay, so that's 1, E, and then the classic move of hammering from the minor to the major 3rd with the index and 2nd fingers. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and. We used a very similar idea in Lick of the Week 1. Okay, you can check that out on our channel, obviously after you finish this tutorial. But it's got a very similar idea. Minor to major. Okay, all 3 beats of semiquavers. Let's do them to the click. 1, 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 E and. Beat 2 of bar 2 is very simple. We're just pulling off from the D string root note to the flat 7, back to the root note. Okay, 2 E and 2 E and. Let's just add that to what we've already got. One more time with the click, and. This click is at 60 BPM, adjust it for your own taste and tempo. To finish, we're going to play with some octave jumps. I always like playing with octaves. We've finished beat 2 with this root note B at fret 9. We're going to descend an octave to the root note of the scale, fret 7. So that's B to B. And then we're going to skip 2 octaves to play this B here at fret 12 on the B string. So we're now out of position, but that's cool. Okay, so we're going to B, B, B. And you actually want to plant the index finger on this B string because we're going to play a unison bend. If you've not played unison bends before, this is where we bend one note up to the pitch of another fixed static note. So we're going to bend this note A up to B. The fun part is actually the sound of the notes before they arrive at the same pitch. The slower you bend, the more you can milk the effect of the clash of frequencies. Okay, it's a great effect. Try it, experiment. It's even more effective with a bit of distortion. So I'm going to land from 2 E and 3, 4. Everyone uses that effect. David Gilmour uses it a lot. Jimmy Page used it extensively in the solo at the end of Stairway to Heaven. I think we can put the whole thing together really. From the beginning. 3, 4. To finish off, I'm going to demonstrate the full phrase to a couple of our backing tracks so that you can hear it in different keys and styles. All of the links are down below in the description. If you like the sound of one, feel free to click and give it a go. The first is our Led Zeppelin style backing track based over a slow riff in B, perfect for this kind of blues rock lick. The second is our Mixolydian track in G. With the presence of the major 3rd in this lick, it works great over a dominant blues as well. And this track is a static groove, very funky. Obviously in G, we're going to move, you can either move up to fret 15 or down to fret 3, okay? Maybe start down there. Finally, the Rootsy Blues track in F minor. Okay, so either down fret 1 or up at 13. Thanks for staying with us until the end. Please consider clicking a like, leaving us a comment with any thoughts or feedback. It's really helpful for us. We have a new backing track coming out this week, and then next week is Lick of the Week 8, which is a David Gilmour style minor pentatonic lick. So a great addition to your blues rock vocabulary. Thanks a lot. See you soon.